Yo, YouTube. Let's get right into it, man. It's Vessel Vision, and that's it. I got something to say. I gotta say, somebody's gotta say something. That's it. I gotta do it. Let's set the music down. Let's get right into it. Yo, first of all, yo, we have to talk about this. Why is nobody talking about this? That's literally my thing. Why is nobody talking about this? I need to know why no one's talking about this. So I'm gonna talk about it. Check it out. This is what we're talking about today. Boom. Oh, sorry, wrong button. Here we go. Let me check my notes. You know it's a good way. You know it's a good one when we're bringing out the notebook. We got three pages. Okay. Okay. So here we go. So here we go again. Classic, entirely based notebook rant. You're gonna see me doing some PvP in the background. Little filler, just for y'all. You know, little filler. Okay. So anyway, okay. Please like, sub, catch the streams, okay, that sort of thing. Okay, look, let's talk PvP. These are the new changes. This is what they did for us. This is what they did for us. Okay, look, I got it all written down here. They gave us hardcore servers, right? They gave us AOS ranked, and they did the RBF rework. Let's delve into these things. Okay, hardcore server, PvP wise, that was a joke. Let's be real. It was PvP wise, hardcore server was an absolute total jerk. It was basically a really profitable daily quest. I wish they would have named it Shadow Arena 2, which is actually the name of my hardcore server character. They should have just named it Hardcore Arena. Yeah, they should not Hardcore Arena. They should have just named it Shadow Arena 2. But either way, yeah, fix the game or make this a permanent game mode. Like you're probably not gonna fix the game to where we can have open world whenever we want. That's a dream. So I think honestly, you should just make this a permanent game mode. Maybe you could make this the desert always like this. I don't know how you would do that. I'm not sure. But like otherwise then leave it as is and just put in all the classes. I don't see a problem with it. It's actually fun to do. Call it new improved Shadow Arena hardcore. I'm sorry. Yo. Okay, that's it. Hardcore? Yo. That ain't it. It's good money for 15 minutes though. Anyways, this total dog. Anyways, I'm just being real. Warriors had pre-buffs and everything. They could do anything. I couldn't, but my Berserker got his buffs at like the end of the hardcore league. Like great. I was slow and couldn't even do a combo the whole time while the Warriors are running around having a blast. Shout out to Gold Steinberg. He had an absolutely great time. Love Gold Steinberg. So look, I skipped it. It did in the wrong order, whatever. AOS ranked. That's probably by far the weirdest season. Now, it was nice that things were a little different. Like, as in, you could kill a Berserker, technically. But it really wasn't that different. And between the V changes and having 0 DP, it really felt like I just didn't test it and never test or understand anything with their game. Like, why would they give us 300 AP and 300 DP, basically? Even with the extra 20,000 health that they gave us at the last second, thinking it would fucking help. Like, literally everyone just died. What are we doing, PA? AOS ranked was a joke. Hey, it was still half as fun as a normal season, I would say, at least. Which is something. But like I said, watching me dying in block with 20k health through one hit, but not it. Also a complete joke. So that's two things they implemented that were a complete joke. Now let's get into the one they really couldn't mess up on. How could they mess it up? RBF reworks. How could they mess that up? Well, check it out. Their so-called MMR system, right? Their MMR system where you're supposed to get to fight more ranked players and you're just gonna queue up. You don't have to worry about things anymore. Blah blah blah. It's the exact same stupid servers. All they did was add this stupid AOS ranked queue. It's so disappointing. Every time you think they're gonna do any ounce of work or anything that's cool for the game, you get this fucking shit. You get that fucking shit. Now, instead of just jumping into Red Battlefield, I gotta wait 15 minutes. I gotta wait 15 minutes! By the way, watching my buffs dissipate I know my notes here. This is the second page. I'm sorry. I'm skipping to the second page, but I already know what I'm saying. Like, wait 15 minutes to get into the game, and it's only a 15-minute game, and then thank God they finally took out the DR. We've literally only been asking to do that since the day they did it. But PvP is literally so starved. I mean, it used to happen twice as often. RBF barely happens now, and it's the only form of PvP. It's so starved. Everybody just spawn. You have to spawn camp. It's like, go kill as many people in the spawn as you can while you can, because nobody, after whatever this is, people may never do RBF again. So yeah, the RBF reworks are kind of like, I don't know. Well, while you're watching your huge buffs and everything just sucks, and you get spawn camped just like the old days by the same 4 classes, it makes you realize this is a huge joke. Now that's 3 out of the 3 things they've given us that are a huge joke. Let's go. Let's get into this. So are we seeing a trend? Are we seeing some sort of trend? Let's say, are they doing anything correct? Let's analyze this. Let's look at their performance, like we're grading somebody. Let's say the last ball, Wansu, aka Mr. YJ, we love you, Wansu, or we did, because you said a bunch of great shit. But what happened? You got everybody's good graces. You got everybody's good graces. Except, what have you done? What have we done with it? So, let's see. Let's see what Wansu promised. He promised AOS rank. Check. We got that. It feels like they gave one guy the keys to that and he royally effed that up. But hey, we got AOS ranked. I don't even think they gave out top 5 class prizes this time. Did you guys notice that? They never even gave out the top 5 class prizes. Or is it the top 3? Or I don't know. Maybe they gave the top 3 out. They didn't even say anything about the class people. So I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just realized. It's not even in the I just now realized that they even like. Yeah, great. So yeah, so as you can see, that was super nice. Let's think, what else was promised? The hardcore server. Okay. Hardcore server was really something. I tried to kill Choice once. Being gear checked by Choice and watching him walk away from me because he did kill me once while he was still low, but then later on he didn't kill me because I had so few points. He didn't know who I was, keep in mind. Because I was named, well, he might have known, but I was named Shadow Arena 2. So I'm not named Vestal. But like, watching him just ignore me because he's totally gear checking, it feels so much like the real game that it's like, and not only that, but like, PvP mode with buffs that one-shot people and gear that lets you one-shot people where you don't start with attack speed, and I mean, come on. Come on. RBF reworks? I can't believe I actually feel like I had more fun when the RBF DR was there, because I was actually jumping in the game all the time. I actually hate waiting for the game. Waiting in queue for RBF is probably the worst thing they could have possibly done. It's one of the all they had to do was remove the DR. Waiting in a queue? For what reason? Why are we waiting other than to watch our points disappear? They minus fun detected, minus fun, just minus fun. So what else did he promise? Let's get into it. I love this stuff. PvP rebalancing. This was supposed to happen right after AOS. Now, Guild League has happened, right? And it's ongoing. So we're putting this in the whatever. They did come through on some of their Guild League promises. But they didn't do a single event on it, and they haven't done any of what I'm about to talk about, the PvP balancing. So Guild League is a total joke. Everybody just runs 7 tanky classes and then like some dosas or Hashishins to kill everybody. Like, it's actually a joke. So they promised 2-hour Node Wars again. 2-hour Node Wars. Well, guess what? That's as easy as turning on a switch, probably. Changing a little code. It's still not there. Thanks for that. Oh, God. He said he understands how frustrated PvPers are with resist and that he's gonna remove them. Definitely look into doing it as fast as possible. Nope. I think you were lying, Wansu. I still have I still can't grab anybody. Ever. Meanwhile, that guy right there, that guy Fish grabs me first time every time. He's got a nice passive. So yeah, resist, wonderful. He also stated, and I quote, BDO was, will, and always will be, at its core, a PvP game, and that Node Wars and PvP was the end game of BDO. So what we're looking at as Guild League would be, in my eyes, the epitome of in-game. I really put the P in that. I'm sorry about that. The epitome of in-game gameplay. Well then, why don't any of the changes they've done reflect that they care about PvP at all? They promised a Node War that would reflect the new outlook. It was supposed to be based on like your guild's rank, and they were supposed to have this other MMR system that's also not in place. That is very doubtful. I'm really scared about how they're going to implement that. And he also said he was looking for other forms of PvP, since he admitted to gutting the open world was a bad mistake because players left. And when they tell you players left and it was a big mistake, that only means one thing: they're losing money. They lost money and they want to fix it. So what am I getting at? Like, okay, let's look at their grade. Like I said, overall, if you look at the list of stuff, we're promised less than half of it was given to it. And this wasn't that long ago. It was all very easy stuff to deliver on. And the stuff that they gave us successfully was all screwed up every single time. The one thing they didn't really screw up was Guild League, but they didn't even, the event for Guild League isn't even PvP related. Just participate in PvP and you get an event reward. The event for Guild League is everybody has to buy the same costume and wear it. So if you all spend pearls, you have a chance at winning like a blacksmith enhancing kit. Great. A screenshot event for Guild League, your in-game PvP. Nice. Very nice. So they subscribe every single one of them. Remember what I kept saying? It's a trend. Is this a joke? Are you joking right now? And so, let's go back to the title. Why is no one talking about this? What did I say? That's it. I got something to say. We have to talk about this. Why is no one talking? We have to talk about this. Why am I always the loud? Why am I the loudest a-hole? I don't know. I gotta be him. I don't know. Look, I love Black Desert Online more than anyone. Look, it's written here. Look, it's true. See? I love BDO more than... It's true. I love BDO more than anyone, more than ever. I'm literally playing it 6 days a week. And this is coming from the bottom of my heart when I say this. This game cannot, and will not retain its player base with this blatant lack of balance, or even attempting to balance their game. That's it. They haven't touched Guardian in so many years. I gotta just go play Dosa. It's just a new class. Like, you can't play you can't play Guardian. Why even bother? Who cares? They don't care. Why should I care? Even brain dead Daves, who didn't play their game, would rotate the flavor of the month and make more money than this. These guys aren't even. They aren't even out to get money. They're just clueless. And so, dude, they need to do things like stop nerfing PvE when your PvP game is basically dying or dead. And you're on your last legs because Watsu gave some really convincing, what looked like our lies. So, stop nerfing PvE. Stop making the same 4 classes gods while the rest of us clamor for a kill. And these guys all get literal kill feasts. Just stop doing it. Just stop doing it. And for the love of God, look, from the bottom of my heart, please just do what you say you're going to do. That's the best way to... Don't say you're going to do 10 things and then do 1 or 2 of them. Say you're going to do 3 things and then do those 3 things and then come back and say you're going to do another 3 things. That's how life works. You say what you're going to do and then you do what you're going to do. Time frames may get messed up. Timelines might get messed up. But transparency, communication, and actual actions. Do something. Doing what you say you're going to do. Well, that goes a long way. So remove resist. Remove shy buffs and Misty Haze, or at least nerf them and look into it. I just threw that in there, but just do it. The game sucks with it. Add back 2-hour Node Wars. Remake the old war system with the new Node War systems rewards. Actually give us billion silver 30-minute RBFs. Because it's gonna take 15-20 minutes to get into your queue. And actually balance a couple classes. Like, we'll start with 1 or 2. Maybe the one you just made has Session, has an evasion offhand that no one can hit, but can still 1-tap everybody. Have you thought about that? Did you know that that class is really overpowered because most of what it does is summon damage and it has a 35% accuracy modifier, but then that allows you to get away with more damage as even an evasion play? Oh my god, why would they do this to a game? It's almost like they don't play it. So stop doing it. Because hey, we just want you to do one thing. And that's it. Fix the fucking game. There, I said it. Fix it. Please. Please. Someone had to say it. Look, I love y'all. Like, share, subscribe. If you made it this far, go ahead and catch me live tonight. And basically every night except for Wednesday nights on Twitch. Whew. I think that was a 4-pager. Thank you so much for getting this far in the rant. If you made it this far, drop a comment about what you think. Are you happy with what they're doing? This looks like just enough to keep the game afloat. And that does not keep me happy at all. Y'all have a wonderful day. Catch me live on Twitch. Peace.